morning, nice sunny morning here. So today we're going to do another Pilates video, and this time I'm going to do a little bit harder variations, and also we're going to do a little bit longer. So I'm going to aim for about 40-45 minutes and see how we get on. And so you don't need any equipment again today. All we need is our mat, and if you want you can get a towel for just under your head just to support your neck. So if you like you can pause the video now and go and get a towel. So yeah, we're going to start lying down on our back again. Okay, so we're on our back, feet on the floor, arms on the floor, and we're just going to start with a little bit of warming up through the tummy muscles and the pelvis. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit pelvic tilting. So we're rolling the back, the pelvis forwards and then backwards. So we're arching the lower back and then tucking it in, flattening the lower back against the floor. Okay, so we're just rolling forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Okay, so we are going to do some harder variations today, but we'll start off with a little bit of a warm up into each exercise. And if you're following along and you're not looking for the higher level stuff, then just stick to the first version of each exercise that we do, and then I'll bring you through the next progressions. Okay, and then we're just going to stay in the middle position of the pelvis. Have a little check-in of our breathing here, so feeling the tummy rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. So in and out. Okay, so we're going to come back to that breathing as we go along, especially when we're doing those higher level, harder exercises. Okay, but starting off, we're just going to do same position of our pelvis, a little bit of a tucked tummy, and then we're going to start by just straightening out each leg. Okay, just getting those leg slides going, so getting that nice straight leg each time. The housemaid has kindly decided to give us some background music, some background singing. Pretty good. That'll be nice. Okay, and then adding opposite arm with opposite leg. Okay, so again I'm going to progress through to the harder version pretty quickly, but again if you want to stick to this version as we go along, that's no problem. But what we are going to do is do tabletop. Okay, so we're going to come up to tabletop, and then we're going to go for opposite arm with opposite leg with heel tapping the floor. Okay, opposite arm tap, 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 tap. And keep breathing. Okay, and then we're going to extend it out even further. Okay, so we're going to go straight leg, opposite leg, straight leg, and we're coming back to our tabletop each time. Keep that nice tucked tummy, so keeping that back flat against the floor. Keep breathing. Okay, have a little break. Checking in where we're at. Okay. This time we're going to do head and shoulders off the floor. Okay, we're going to come into our hundreds. Alright, and then we're going to come back up to our tabletop. Okay, so get those hundreds going. Now again, at this level you can just keep your head on the floor, or we're going to come up here and come back to our heel drops. Okay, so straight arms, and we're pulsing at the shoulders for our hundreds. Okay, and then we're going to extend. Well done. Keep breathing. Try and keep those arms going. Try and get back up into that tabletop each time. Two more. And have a break. Whew. Well done. Have that stretch. Point the toes, arms behind the head. Have a breather. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go from there into some sit-ups. Alright, so we're going to do head and shoulders up and back down. Up and down. Okay, and we're just reaching for our feet, keeping that chin tucked in. Keep breathing. Okay, and then we're going to go lift, reach, reach, and down. So we're going sideways. So up, sideways reach, other side, and down. Up, reach, reach, and down. That's good. Keep that chin tucked in. Two more. Keep breathing. Well done. Okay. Have a breather. Alright. So the next one, we're going to go for some sit-ups. Okay, but we're going to start by using our legs to help us. Alright. So we're going to bend the feet, bend the knees into a tabletop again. Arms above your head. And we're going to use a little bit of a momentum to help us sit up. Okay, so we're going to straighten our legs out while we sit up. Okay, so we're going to use that momentum of the legs to help us sit up. Up nice and tall, and then back, bring the legs with you. Okay, so straighten the legs, sit up nice and tall, curl back, and bring the legs back. Up tall, legs back. Straighten those legs out, up tall, and then curl back and bring the legs. Okay, so we're just using that little bit of momentum to help us. Alright, so stick to that version if you like. Okay, otherwise we're going to straighten the legs this time. And we're just going to use those tummy muscles to sit up. Okay, so nice and slowly. And up tall, and then we're going to tuck and roll down nice and slowly onto the mat again. Okay, so slowly up with control, keep breathing, up tall, and then tucking the tummy, rolling down nice and slowly. Okay, if you can't do that and you're trying to sit up like that, get those legs back and then using that little bit of momentum to help you up. Okay, so keep going. I'm going to aim for 3 more. 1, 1, 3, up tall, and then back nice and slowly. Well done. Have a breather. Okay. Done. Just take a few breaths here after that. Again, feeling that tummy rise, fall as you breathe out. So we're going to go for some bridging. Okay, so we're going to just again start off with a little bit of a warm-up. So feet on the floor, hands on the mat. We're squeezing our glutes, lifting the bum off the floor. Okay, so up and down. Okay, don't worry too much about rolling up or anything. We're just going to squeeze to lift and then come down. Okay. Keeping an eye on those legs, we're not letting them wobble. So we're keeping that nice control all the way through. Just getting those glutes switched on. Well done, okay. So again, if you like, you can stick to that version for the next few sets, or else you're going to come with me to the next progression. Okay, so we're going to pop our hands on the mat. Right, if you have any wrist issues, typically out to the side with the hands is going to be a bit easier, rather than being here or here. Okay, so out to the side. Again, if this isn't working for you, just go back to the other version. Straighten the legs, okay, and we're going to go nice and strong through the shoulders. Heels pressed against the floor, and we're going to squeeze the bum, lifting up into a straight line, okay, and then back down. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down. Keep breathing, okay, keep your shoulders away from your ears, okay, so nice and strong through the shoulders and arms. Big squeeze through the glutes. And we're pressing in with our heels. Trying to get that straight line each time at the top. Okay, have a breather. Alright, this time we're going to go for some holds. Okay, so we're going to lift up and hold for the count of 10, and then drop down nice and slowly. Okay, so again, reset your arm position. Again, if you're doing the normal glute bridges, you can just hold the bridge at the top. Okay, so we're going to do lift, hold, 2, 3, keep that straight position, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Good. Okay, so this is like a plank, but a reverse plank. Okay, so again, we're trying to keep that straight line position from our feet to our hips to our shoulders, and we're trying not to let that bum sink down. Okay, try and keep it lifted. All right, so let's go for 2 more holds. Okay, right, ready? 3, 2, 1, lift, hold, 1, 2, 3, keep breathing, 4, 5, 6, don't let the bum drop, 8, 9, 10, and drop. Well done. Okay, let's go for 1 more. Alright, so this time I'm going to make it a little bit harder if you want to go a little bit further, and we're going to lift the bum. We're going to try and lift one leg and then the other leg while we count. Okay, trick with this one is not to let that bum drop. Okay, so while you lift the leg, we're going to try and keep that bum lifted. It's a hard one, okay? So again, if that's too hard, don't worry about it. But if that's something that you want to try, give it a go. Alright, so let's go for one more. Go for 15 seconds this time. See if you can keep going for a little bit longer. Okay, off we go. Lift the bum. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that bum up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well done. Oh, that was a tough one. Well done. Okay. So stay in the same position. Alright. We're going to try something a little bit different next. Again, you can stick to either of the last two versions if you prefer. So we're going to just do our glute bridge like normal, or we can do that last version, or we're going to try something. So we're going to do hands by our side again. Okay, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to lift the feet, so we're on our feet this time. Bent knees, feet on the floor, arms where they were. We're going to lift the bum like a crab. Okay, so we're lifting up, and then when we come down, we're going to let the bum come between our hands. Okay, so we're lifting up, squeeze those glutes at the top, trying to get that table position, and then we're letting the bum come back between our hands. So we're using our tummy muscles to get that position when we come back. This is a hard exercise, okay? So stick to the other versions if you prefer. Okay, so let's try 5 of those. Alright, so feet on the floor, hands just under your shoulders, and again we're going to squeeze the glutes, lift the bum, bring the bum back between our shoulders, keep your bum off the floor, then lift up again, squeeze, back between the feet, between the shoulders, big squeeze to lift, back between the arms, keep the bum off the floor. That's 3, I think. We'll do 2 more. Back between the arms, 1, lift, big squeeze, and back between the arms. Last one, big squeeze, up, and then back in between the arms, keep the bum off the floor. Well done. Okay, so that's one for you to practice. Alright, let's move on to our side after that. Okay, so starting off with a little bit of a warm up on our side. Alright, we're going to bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg, and we're lifting that top leg up and slightly back. Okay, so like we did in the first video. And we're just getting that little side bum muscle warmed up. Well done. Keep breathing. Okay, have a little break. Bringing that leg forwards. A little bit of a stretch for the glutes there. And tapping the glutes. Just getting that muscle warmed up. Okay, so this time we're going to straighten both legs. Okay, and we're going to hover with a little bit of a gap between the legs. Okay, and we're going to do little pulses. So we're doing up and down, up and down. And I want you to try and keep a little bit of a gap. If you have a ball, you could look at putting a ball in between your feet. So if you like, you can pause the video now, grab a ball. I don't have a ball. And we're going to do little pulses, but it's actually harder without the ball because you have to try and keep that gap. Okay, so let's do 8 pulses. Alright, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's a really small movement. Okay. Well done. Okay, so let's do one more of those. Right, so get in that position again. Okay, so big thing with this one is try not to wobble too much. Okay, so having an eye on where that pelvis is again. Okay, so we're lifting. We're in that position already with a gap between our feet, and then we're just doing a little pulse. So 1, 2, 3, really small. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Okay. So from there, we're going to move into our side plank. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few variations here. So starting off, we're going to go knees, hips, shoulders, and our arm is stacked under our shoulder. Okay, we can use this hand to help us to start off. All right, and we're going to lift the bum and hold the bum off the floor. Okay, and we're going to try and hold that 3, 2, 1, and back down. Okay, so hand on the floor to help you is easier. Hand on your hip is a little bit harder because we're not using that help from our hand to lift. Okay, so let's do one more. We'll hold for 10 seconds. Okay, lift, hold, 2, 3, 4. You can put your arm up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, so we're going to stay there, or we can straighten the legs. Okay, going to hold a little bit longer this time, so you're either on level 1 that we just looked at, or we can move up to this level with the legs straight. Okay, and we're going to hold for 15 this time. Okay, so ready, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Good, so keeping that bum off. 2, 3, arm in the air if you like. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and back down. Well done. Okay, so that's a pretty hard one. Alright, so working on that. Okay, I'm going to do one more on that side and then we'll swap. Okay, so getting that nice breathing going while we're holding that position. Very easy one to hold your breath on. Okay, so let's go again. 1, 2, 3, lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down. Well done. Okay, so remembering that you don't need to do the straight leg version. You can just stick to the bent knees because it's a harder, much harder version on the straight legs. Okay, let's swap sides. Okay, so back to our leg lifts again. So we're just warming up that little side bum muscle. Okay, so we're going to do bent leg on the bottom again, straight leg on the top, and we're lifting that top leg up and slightly back, but keeping an eye on that pelvis again, so keep it rolled up and slightly back. So about 15 of these. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go into our little pulses next. Alright, so remember, if you have your ball, you can pop your ball in between your feet again. Otherwise, we're going to just hold that gap between the feet. Alright, So straight legs, both legs. A little bit of a gap, and we're just pulsing. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Okay. So this one is about trying to figure out where your feet are as well. Alright, so last one of those. So again, get that position. Imagine you have a little ball in between your feet, and we're going to pulse again for 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Well done. Okay. Now I was using my hand to stabilize me a lot there. You can do that, but it's a little bit harder if you don't do that. I was cheating. Okay. Well done. Right, side bridge. So same thing again. Straight line from our knees to our hips to our shoulders. Okay, we're going to start with bent knees. And we're going to hold for 10 seconds to start with. Okay, so we're lifting the bum, holding 10, 9, 8, arm in the air if you like, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Good. Okay. We'll do one more bent knee. So we're going to lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Good. Okay. So, if you like, at this stage, we're going to make it a bit harder. We're going to straighten the legs. Okay, so remember, either come onto this version, or if the other version was hard enough, you can stick to that level. Alright, so we're going to hold for 15 seconds this time. Okay, so nice and strong. Keep breathing. Okay, so up, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down. Good. Well done. Have a breather. Okay, so remembering to keep breathing while we're doing this. So if it helps, you can count out loud as well, because that definitely helps you to stop holding your breath. Well done. So last one of these. Alright, so off we go. Lift up, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, big squeeze, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down. Well done. Okay. So as you can probably see, those are definitely something that I need to work on as well. Alright, a little bit shaky. So that's a challenge for you. Every day, do 15 seconds side bridging. Alright, so we're going to come onto our tummy after that. Okay. And we're going to just have a little breather after that. In through the nose, out through the nose. Feeling the tummy rise and fall. So from there, we're going to go for a little bit of shoulder work. Okay, so we're going to do head on the towel for a little bit of support. And we're going to make a W shape with our arms. Okay, so if you imagine a W like this, okay, but we're lying on our tummy. Okay, so head on the pillow like a towel. Keep that head supported, and we're just gonna make our W, and we're squeezing our shoulders together and back down to the floor. So up, squeeze, and down. Starting off just the arms, and then if you like, you can bring your head into it. So lifting up a little bit higher, lifting the head off the towel. Try and think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keep breathing. Two more. Keep that W shape. Good job. Okay. So we're going to do that again. And this time we're going to go from our W into a Y shape. Okay? So Y like that. Okay? So I'm going to demo. So we're going to do lift up in our Y. Hold that position while we go into a W. Lift up in your W. Go into a Y, back to our W, and then down. I want you to think about your neck here, okay? So we're not looking out in front because we're straining our neck. We're going to keep that chin tucked in, looking down at our mat. So you can take the pillow out of the way if it's just getting in your way, okay? So we're going to do W, Y, W, and down. So W, Y, W, down. Big squeeze through those shoulder blades. Squeeze, keep them squeezed while we do our Y and drop down. So we're going to do 3 more of those. W, Y, W, down, up, Y, W, down, last one, up, Y, W, and down. Good. Whew. Well done. Okay. So from there, we're going to go into a little bit of stretching. So hands under your shoulders. We're going to do a little bit of stretching for the lower back. So pushing up, leaving your tummy and your pelvis on the floor. Okay, and then coming all the way down. So we're going to squeeze, push the arms up, nice stretch through the lower back, and then back down. So nice and strong through the arms, try and straighten those elbows if you like. And then we're going to push back into our child's pose. Okay. Sitting on our heels with our arms out in front. I'm just going to hold that position for a minute. You can sink back into a little bit more if you like. And then walking the hands forwards, and we're going to roll back onto our back. And we're going to hug one knee into our tummy and just do little circles with the hip. and the other direction. And swap legs. So just tucking that leg into your tummy first, and then little circles. And the other direction. Well done. And then bringing both knees into your tummy. Nice little stretch for the back. And we're just going to roll from side to side. And then bringing the feet back onto the mat. Arms out by your side, and we're just going to do a little bit of rotation for the lower back. So rolling the legs from side to side and just letting the lower back come with you. A nice comfortable position on your mat, so whether that's on your back or on your tummy, knees bent if you like, knees straight, just letting everything block against the mat. And we're just going to finish with a little bit of breathing. So cupping one hand on your tummy if you like, other hand on your chest, and we're going to breathe in and out, excuse me, in and out through the nose. And when we breathe in, we're going to feel our tummy rise. Breathing out, tummy drops, and we're not allowed to move our hand that's on our chest. So all of the breathing is happening down in your tummy. We're just slowing the breathing down. Pause after you breathe out. And just letting that tummy inflate nice and naturally, don't force it. And then the tummy just falls down as you breathe out. And again, we're not forcing the air out, we're just letting it fall out. Circles with your wrists and your ankles. And then scrunching up the toes, making fists with your hands, and then letting go. Squeeze and release. And then nice and slowly sitting up when you're ready. So well done. That was a hard class, okay? And I will be in touch with some more videos when we do a few more bits, and I'll be interested on your feedback on the video. Take care. Bye.